Borno State, where fresh hope is rising for small-scale dairy farmers as the federal government steps in with training and practical support aimed at boosting local milk production, improving incomes and strengthening food security. Intervention targets grassroots farmers, equipping them with skills and starter tools to turn dairy farming into a more productive and sustainable business. Senior reporter Jesse Tafida has details.
For many households across Borno State, dairy farming is more than a trade. It is a lifeline. Yet, for years, small-scale producers have struggled with low milk yield, poor animal nutrition, and limited access to basic equipment. To change the narrative, the Federal Ministry of Livestock Development rolled out a 3-day intensive training for 100 small-scale dairy farmers, focusing on modern practices that can immediately improve productivity and profitability. The training implemented by Zadils Global Limited covers key areas such as improved feeding techniques, animal health management, hygienic milk handling, and basic farm business skills, all tailored to local realities.
So this training is going to provide knowledge for these farmers on how to improve their dairy farming. They have been subjected to different types of training that include how to make feed formulations. They were also given first-hand information on the different types of feed that is supposed to be fed for dairy farmers. They were also they received also knowledge on the different processing method of milk, how to collect milk, how to process them.
Beneficiaries say the intervention could not have come at a better time.
We want to thank the Ministry of Livestock Development for this great initiative that they have taken. Our organization, our FAT, is a women-led organization which is centered to improve women investment, to women-led investment, especially in animal resources, farming and agri-businesses.
Officials explain that the initiative aligns with the federal government's broader plan to strengthen the livestock value chain, enhance food security, and create sustainable livelihoods, especially in conflict-affected states like Borno. Jesse Tafida, TVC News, Maiduguri.
All right, let's bring in Jesse Tafida for more updates on that. Jesse, we've seen several efforts from both states and local governments to try and boost food security in the country. Speak to us about this particular one and the impact the farmers think that this will have on their business.
Well, thank you very much, Precious. This is all about, trying to ensure that the survivors of insurgency, continue to pick the pieces of their lives, because most of the survivors are farmers. And because of that, the federal government is now coming in to see how it would support these survivors of insurgency. We could see over the months how the state government have been supporting the farmers, with farming inputs, just to see that they go back to farm and then food security is going to be ensured. And now the federal government is stepping in. Now the key objective is to see that these farmers are, back to farm. And then this one is, specifically for the livestock farming. They want to see how much the North can contribute, to the food security of the nation. The Borno State has been devastated, for over a decade-long insurgency, whereby a lot of farmers that have been displaced were not able to go back to farm. Those rearing animals, they can, go out grazing. And because of that, a lot of things have been lost, and then it's been that there's no food security. Now the federal government is coming up. What is it saying? The federal government is saying that these farmers, if supported, can, contribute massively to the growth of the Nigerian food security. Now we could see that peace is being restored in most parts of Borno State, and all these farmers are back to their, ancestral homes, and life is beginning to become better. And that is why the federal government is coming into the Federal Ministry of Agri to see that the farmers are supported. Precious.
And I don't know if you spoke with the farmers. Do they think that this assistance and training is enough, and the impact that they think it will have on them in the long run?
Absolutely, this is what they're waiting for. All these farmers you're seeing on screen are local people. They say that this is what they want. Not only the local farming they're doing, but how can the government come in, to teach them the modern ways of farming, to see that what they're doing is being picked up. And some of the farmers who are women are saying that some of them lost their husbands, and their livelihood is nothing to write home about. Government continue to support them with food and non-food items. What they want now is to see themselves going out to go and fend for themselves, their families, talking about the orphans that the husbands have left them with. And that is why they are so much excited, they're so much happy. Some are saying this is coming at the right time to see that they are back to farm. They can fend for themselves, they can fend for their families. No more waiting for government to provide for them.
All right, thank you, Jesse, for the updates on government efforts at boosting food security in Borno State. Senior reporter Jesse Tafida live for us in Maiduguri.